Today we're going to be comparing two of my favorite brokers to decide which one is the one we should be using. Now, I've been trading for over 10 years and I've used hundreds of different brokers, but these two definitely arrived near the top. So let's decide which one is better. None of this is financial advice. Let's dive into the video. So today we're going to be comparing InvidiaTrade with FP Markets because these brokers do get a lot of people talking about them, all with positive reviews. Now let's start off with the general website and feel. InvidiaTrade is definitely simple, it gets to the point, and it gives you all of the information you need. So if you've got questions, InvidiaTrade is definitely going to be the one you want to go to because you can easily navigate this site. Whereas if we go over to FP Markets, it is a little bit more complicated, in which, yes, you could be in a situation where you feel a bit overwhelmed because all of these resources are kind of ridiculous, right? We've got everything here from podcasts where if you do just want to find the answer to a question, it's going to be hard to navigate through this. But with InvidiaTrade, yeah, much simpler. But let's talk about spreads now, because this is where it can get a little bit misleading, particularly with FP Markets. So FP Markets with their spread, we can see it says from 0.1 pips, but on the actual home page, we can see if we scroll down, it says 0 pips. So that's a little bit misleading to say the least. And let's just compare the standard accounts between these two brokers. So we can see FP Markets on the standard account, you have a minimum deposit of 100, 1 pip here in terms of spreads, and you can basically trade all of the indices. And you can basically trade all the assets along with 500x leverage. Now, if we go over to InvidiaTrade here, we can see we do get that 500x leverage. And if we're looking at assets here, yes, we get access to all of the same that we would with FP Markets. But the difference here is the typical spreads are 0.8 pips. And honestly, guys, this is just going to be a much better exchange when it comes to spread. So InvidiaTrade wins on that front. Guys, if you want to rank higher on Google, you should definitely be using PrimeLink because you get backlinks, you get QR codes, you get analytics, and much more. So definitely check out PrimeLink in the description. Let's get back to the video. Now, when it comes to regulation, we can see FP Markets is regulated in the Seychelles, which is pretty decent for regulation. But if we go to InvidiaTrade here, we can see these guys are actually regulated from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So this will offer a lot more flexibility from trading in different countries. So again, InvidiaTrade just inching ahead there. But what about trading platforms? So InvidiaTrade gives you access to TradingView plus DX, MetaTrader Cloud 4 and 5, Cloud Vision X, and Cloud Trader View. Now, I'll explain a little bit about these in a minute, but let's go over to FP Markets here. We will scroll up and we can see the platforms they offer here are MetaTrader 4 and 5, TradingView, CTrader, WebTrader, and a mobile trading app. Now, this might sound good, guys, but typically most of these have old technology. And if we are looking at InvidiaTrade, we can see that they do have Cloud Vision, which is one of the best trading platforms out there. So I would give this one to InvidiaTrade, particularly as we do have FP Markets being a bit of an older broker, so their technology when connecting to these with API is going to be slightly slower, which will actually affect your trades. So in terms of avoiding slippage, it is going to be for InvidiaTrade as well. Now, guys, what do I think about both of these brokers? Personally, from my experience using both of them, I would say InvidiaTrade is going to take the cake here. And the reason for that is because it is a newer broker with newer technology. When it comes to trading, we do have spreads, we do have all of these fees and stuff for both platforms and every broker, but InvidiaTrade does have lower spreads and newer technology, allowing them to actually get us in and out of trades a lot more instantly than an older broker like FP Markets. So although the presentation here is fantastic, InvidiaTrade is just newer and more modern and actually has the latest technology here. So that allows us to avoid a lot more slippage, particularly in congested times in the market. So overall, when comparing both of these brokers, we are going to give it to InvidiaTrade. Definitely consider checking it out in the description. Sign up is super simple. Their support team is fantastic. And honestly, guys, it's just simply a better broker. That's going to be it from me. Have a fantastic day. I will see you in the next one.